Yes. That guitar riff, boy. Yeah, baby. Let's get it. Welcome back to season 6 of Ground Floor, where we can agree to disagree and still be family. That's the theme song. What up, dog? My second album, JLE World. I'm your host, JLE. Got brother Rome. We're gonna transform in a little while. Put them glasses on. Jump on.
Yeah. I figured I'd switch it up a little bit today. Good people, let's get it on this good Saturday night. Hope all is well. We got some crazy,
Yeah.
but yet good topics to talk about today.
Yeah. Today's show is called Emotional Roller Coaster in 2026 because people on the ziggity boom. We're gonna start serious, like a song. We're gonna take you up, take it down, all around. The first topic is going to be the 12-year-old from Marion Mason Creek Middle School, Jada West, who I read was being bullied, got into a fight with the person, and unfortunately lost her life.
Mm.
Just recently heard Shaq is going to pay for the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Got on TV, asked for people to be more peaceful, don't give into the anger and violence. Terrible, terrible situation for that family. What's your thoughts on the round?
It's really sad, man, because anytime you're dealing with bullying, that's a whole ordeal in itself. But the young lady was hit with a what I'm thinking, what I heard was like a Stanley Cup, like the metal ones that can keep stuff hot or cold. Um, and so the young lady that did it had to hit her with a bit of force, like how you would throw a baseball or something. So for it to hit the right spot and for the young lady to not make it, it's unfortunate for the parents because their daughter is no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if it was just a simple fight, bumps and bruises, okay, you can fix that, keep it moving. But I just feel like, with social media, the things that we have today is too many people picking up cameras and not really focusing on stopping the bullying. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when we was coming up as kids, I remember whenever there was really a bully in the class, there was always somebody that was going to stand up for the person that they was bullying, whether it was the next grade up, a bigger brother, bigger sister, bigger cousin. Somebody was going to stand up on that person's behalf just because they knew the person either was too afraid or they couldn't stand up for themselves.
Yeah.
Um, you know, what I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen to the young lady that was the suspect that did this, because if they're 12 years old, you're talking sixth grade.
Yeah.
You're talking sixth grade, seventh grade, and it's gonna get ugly, man. It's gonna really get ugly. I'm thinking the young lady will probably be in juvenile detention up until 16 because the girl died. And then once she gets to 16, whenever this trial is set, she'll be tried like an adult, and they'll just take those years she was in juvenile detention as years served. Um, and then who knows, maybe the mom or the dad, whoever she lives with, maybe they'll get some time as well, because I mean, it's unfortunate, man. You got to.
I mean,
It's
you
crazy.
can you could take this case and make an example out of the parents and the child, because you come across this a lot of people that's filming kids fighting or whatever instead of trying to break it up. And the fact that this kid been bullying the girl, you escalated from picking on him to I'm gonna throw hands. And if you use a weapon as well, that led to her. She's dead now. They might charge an adult from jump and maybe charge the parents like they did here in Michigan. We were the first state to you're gonna be held accountable for what your kid out here doing. If you don't want to teach them the right way, you should give them someone that will, because you can't be creating monsters out here doing damage in the world, and people got to deal with the aftermath. That's this kid dead, and you was already bullying them. So who knows if she told people and the school didn't do nothing about it because that got him investigated. If she did, why didn't y'all do something with this kid? Because now it's cover your ass time because this young girl is dead. And the fact bullying was put out there, if she told and the parents told, why don't you get rid of that kid to another school or do something? Where are the I know we were kids, you had the people outside with you getting on buses and everything. So everybody get to where they going, keep moving. Where are the grown-ups at when all this is going on? But they got time to film. I'm gonna fight this person, this and all this other, and then they jump off. Where we all at?
I'm thinking, not to cut you off, I'm thinking the parents, I'm not sure what the mom or the dad does, but if they're getting off the school bus, here what they do is they stagger the grade levels. You know how in Detroit, everybody pretty much going to school around the same time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Here what they do is if you in elementary school, they go to school early, not the earliest. They go to school at 7:45 is the drop-off time, but classes doesn't start to 8:15. So being that she looked like she was a middle schooler, that meant that they go to school at 9 and they are released from school at 4. So if she was on that bus, let's just say it takes her 30 minutes to get home. It's about 4:30. So mom may or may not be home at that time based on 8 to 5 with our lunch type situation. So I would say possibly the parents was nowhere near the house at that time frame. That's why it was all kids when you go back and look at those recordings.
See, on the video, I'm not sure if that's the neighborhood they all stay or they around the school getting on the bus.
Yeah, that's the thing you could tell. But I think I seen houses. So I'm thinking that's got to be her neighborhood.
Now, if it is the schools do be in neighborhoods and they getting on the bus, where are the teachers or whoever to be outside with them until everybody get on the bus and go?
Yeah, that's why I said I seen those homes. I don't think it was near the school because the schools always have the teachers that what they used to call them monitors, the ones that's monitoring people getting on the bus.
Supposed to, but let's be real. Some schools don't always be outside doing that.
No, hey, like I said, here they got a different system, bro. They got a different system for what we grew up on here. These schools, they have those monitors out there, like they be on it. They got what they call.
So that's the first question. Was this still at the school ground? They all waiting to get on the bus, or they got dropped off?
Good point.
Because the way you still see the bus over there, I assume they still near the school grounds waiting to get on the bus. Because everybody got off the bus, that bus should have drove off already. It shouldn't be in the video. And if it's still near the school grounds, where y'all at, make sure everybody go, stop standing around, time to get on the bus. That one got to go. Then the next one coming in, moving it along like supply chain. Because they were standing there and she was just running her mouth for a minute talking about I'm going to beat somebody up. And I'm like, okay. Ain't nobody like, what y'all doing? You don't hear none of that. Then like, okay, if it did drop them off at their house, they all still on the same block? Maybe.
No, from what I remember, I'm not gonna say they live on the same block. What was baffling to me is the bus driver didn't have any type of control, because you heard the young lady say if she get off this bus, I'm gonna beat her ass. That type of deal.
Yeah.
And so basically, to me at that point, that's why you are, in my opinion, when you're a bus driver for these schools, whether it's middle, elementary, or high school, you got to be in some type of physical shape to make sure you let these kids know, hey, you're not going to be in control of my bus and what goes on in this bus. This is some stuff we're not tolerating. Because honestly, stuff don't just happen overnight. It had to be brewing up over the weeks. So you mean to tell me that bus driver didn't witness some, behavior and hearing? Because you just can't be so tunnel vision that you're not paying attention to what's going on. And I think that that's, in my opinion, if I was investigating, I'm investigating the bus driver as well, because I'm looking at the weeks before that led up to this.
Yeah, because when you throw the word bullying in there, and this girl is dead now, how long has that been going on and no one did nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's when everybody trying to be cover their ass mode, because for the news people to say bullying was involved, this been a little tormentor to this child, and she's still been able to keep doing it. Don't nobody know nothing. Now we're in New Jack City scene. No one know nothing about this bullying.
Right.
Really?
Right.
I mean, kids taught, and no one told the teacher, oh, so-and-so keep picking on so-and-so. Someone's always going to tell. Don't nobody know nothing. Now this girl dead. Somebody knows something. Because that's a potential lawsuit against the school. There's a lot of ramifications that are going to come from that. Now, from there, we still talking about kids. A teacher and school bus driver got into it with a parent because the little boy gave her a hug and grabbed her on her butt. And she told him don't do it again. She's going to slap the shit out of him. So like one of these unfortunate parents that don't check out everything what's going on, she just ran up on the person like, what you talking about my kid for? And sad for that to be a stereotype, some of them tend to be the parent who got a badass kid doing something. Instead of you investigating, you ready to fight, and your kid in the wrong. I actually watched and read through like, what does he say at home where he grabbed this grown woman on the butt and tried to do it again where she had a salmon slap the shit out of you? And then the mom want to get in the face with it, which like, if you asked her, you probably find out what your kid was doing to where you should be reprimanding your child instead of you trying to fight this teacher, bus driver.
You know what's crazy about that, Jeff, is that I always look at situations like this as if you're the person that's in the role of taking over this case. So you got to be down the middle, like they say, just. You want to be providing justice in this situation. So what they should have done, in my opinion, is number one, you never let this type of situation be resolved outdoors. They should have corralled it and made an appointment at the school where you got that bus driver, teacher, the parent. Get them all in the room. Everybody, state the case of what's going on. Because everybody I know in corporate America now, what they're doing is there's a root cause to what's going on. So let's just say the root cause is little boy touched her butt, okay? And that led to other things. So now we need to investigate why the little boy is touching his teacher inappropriately. Was he doing a truth dare, double dare, promise to repeat? One of those type of situations, because kids, peer pressure is
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Peer pressure is real, man. And some kids don't have enough strength to just say, "No, I ain't doing it." You know what I'm saying? Like I just take my lickings or whatever the ramifications are. Was it one of those? Or was it a situation where this little kid may need to be monitored because he's mimicking what he's seeing older brothers, older cousins, older friends, somebody doing, stepfather, current boyfriend. You got to really investigate. That thing can grow tentacles when you really look at it. So that's why I said it should have been handled behind closed doors, because you get a chance to hear everybody say without it being, because once it's outside, it's too many emotions involved in that situation. You got people who head over heels when it comes to their child, boy or girl, and they can't do no wrong. But if I put you in a situation where you have to listen to what happened, then we're going to go, because you got to have somebody whose head is leveled that's not in the situation at all. So like you and I would be a person that's not involved in the situation at all, but we got to bring everybody in and we got to say, hey, here's the situation. Here's what we plan to get out of this today. You know, we're going to come up with a solution, because now you got to figure out, is there going to be a suspension for the little boy? What kind of disciplinary actions are you going to implement once you find out that this is true or untrue? Because you got to make sure that her story is real as well. You know, like what exactly did he do? Because you got to think about it. And I'll let you say your piece. If a little boy hugs a teacher and he's in, I don't know, second grade, third grade, you only but yay high. If you don't bend down to hug the kid, what the hell are they gonna grab?
Yeah, but from what the video say, he was reaching for that area.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's why I say we gotta get more. We gotta get more to the story, because she said he touched her, but it's kind of like, was it a touch like I said, a truth dare, double dare, like somebody literally boom and grabbing it? Was it a situation where he hugged you and then was palming it, you know, type of thing? Like you got to get this scenario set in that situation. But
from reading that story, it was more like Too Fast where he was, oh man.
Oh,
that's the bad part, because you're going in for a hug and he reaching to get a handful of the yams. Like that's what made it say I'm slap the shit out of you, because he know what he is doing, because he saw this. We start bringing in question what is going on in your home where he's potentially becoming a sexual predator, because he touched her purposely inappropriately. And after she said don't do it, he tried to do it again. So he been told what he did was wrong, and he's still locked in on doing it. So has anybody touched that child? Or has he seen something like that going on and they keep going? So it's very bad on that mind to come and want to fight someone when this is the behavior your child is showing. Because you need to be held accountable as well. What's going on in your home where he's becoming a sexual predator potentially? Well, no don't mean no to him. What you got going on at home? Instead of trying to fight, and the bus driver / teacher, lay hands on that parent. Unfortunately. It wasn't what she was looking for. I expect to see that, like, she gave her a 2-piece combo. Okay.
Hey, you know, you know how it is, man. Once somebody hear you mess with their kid, good, bad, or indifferent, it's usually going to be some ramifications behind that. And so the bus driver didn't back down. The parent didn't back down. And people in there brawling, man.
It's bad look.
It's crazy.
Bad look overall. And I would hope any parent out there, you hear something involving your kid, you go get all the facts. Because it's going to look real bad for you if your kid is dead ass wrong and you trying to well, it's my kid. That ain't good enough. So they did some really bad stuff and you want that type of time. Michigan has opened the door, like you can charge parents, hold them accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't heard another state do it yet, but that's on the whole world saw when that kid shot that school up. Them parents doing some time for that. So you better get all the facts about your baby to make sure they not in the wrong. Cause that'll make people look at you more like, now we see where they get it from. You just charging in here. My baby wouldn't hurt nobody. Still got smoked the baby's party. On the same game song. All the rappers back in the 90s made. You can't have the attitude. I know I ain't a parent. I ain't have kids, have a few miscarriages along the way, but still, you have to get all the information. We're in a new world now where they will hold you accountable. And you will look really bad if your kid did some real bad stuff. And like, well, see, that's how you feel about it. We're going to slap penalties on you too. Mm-hmm. What you mean? No, you ain't want to hear no. We're trying to tell you your kid was up here creating havoc. You coming in swinging. Okay. Probably so. Take that with you. And that can affect your job because they looking. That's how you respond to a situation. Really? What if we have situations not working? That's how they're going to respond? They're going to have one or two co-workers like, did you hear about so-and-so? I don't know. We have the next picnic. I don't know if I feel comfortable. Nah, you're on that side of town. We got to think about this employee now because they a little violent. And now we go to, and a young lady was crashing out in the car because the dating situation for her is not going her way. I empathize with her, but at the same time, you are old enough to take a time out. Because for you to be crashing out and film yourself doing this, you really need some me time. You really need time out. You need to evaluate yourself because apparently you like bull crap, in my humble opinion. It is still a lot of good dudes out here, but I keep seeing more and more videos of women saying, well, good guys are corny, they're boring. Ain't no excitement like the bad boy, and a bad boy is a bad boy. By definition, he's gonna be on that bullshit. I just saw stuff about the artist Lotto getting knocked up by 21 Savage, and he's married. And she's been promoting, she got a low body count, but now you were happy to be a baby mama and mistress. It's bad out here in this dating world, Ron. It's bad out here.
No, it's
bad out here.
It's crazy, man, because all of the stats is showing that, and we're not talking just Black Americans, African American. We're talking just single women here in America. They said by 2030 that I think the percentage was 51%. 51% of the women out there will be single. And they're not talking like single, like, oh, I got a boyfriend. They're talking single with no boyfriend. Based off of what's going on right now and the way things is looking. And they're projecting this to be in the next 4 years, 2030. And it's definitely bad out here. In my opinion, I think was hurting the dating game is social media altogether, because everybody's focused on instant gratification. You slide into the person's DM, like like the song, man. The video is funny, but it does go down in the DM. And you know, it's up to that person. And you know, I hear a lot of different shows, podcasts, things like that. Young ladies coming on social media, venting, like this young lady, and people voicing their frustrations, their you know, dating challenges. But the reality is, we in a different day and time. You know, I seen something the other day. The young lady was asking, why aren't men as persistent as they used to be? And I feel like we're living in a day and time where you're considered a weirdo. Like, you told me no, and then I see you at the, let's just say, the Myers. You know, hey, how was your weekend? You get out of my face. You a weirdo. Because you start looking like a creep. So you can't be the Steve Urkel chasing Laura all day trying to figure things out in today's times, because now you're considered a weirdo. So I feel like what you're talking about, that nice guy, the nice guys that's out there is realizing, I'm not doing that. I'm going to protect my peace. So what guys is doing now, they choosing peace over the drama. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. And I always tell young ladies, to the young ladies' defense, I always say that sometimes dating is like math. Some people like math in school, some people hated it. But if you got to the algebra and you dealt with the fx function, the x being in parentheses, what you put in is what you're going to get out. And if you putting in energy for, you know, the dudes that's out here, you know what I'm saying, running the streets, doing what they do, you're going to get what you're going to get. And you can't expect this dude to respond like the lame dude that you said that you passed up on. You know, the nice guy that you passed up on, and things like that. But the funny thing is, I just think people are going into the same bucket expecting different results. It's like when you go, you know, we're not from Louisiana, but when you go to Louisiana, they're big on crawfish. And you might go to a place and you could go and get fresh live crawfish, pick them all out. But if you tell me, hey, the crawfish I had over here the other day wasn't that good, I actually got sick, why would you go back to that same bucket knowing that they didn't change out the fish? Them the same ones they had the other day. So what I'm saying is, do something different, young ladies, when it comes to the dating world today. Sometimes your level of discernment is not there. So you keep getting the same type of dudes because you have a type. So sometimes you got to walk away from the type that you like. That's men and women. Sometimes you got to go away from that type. Man, she's short, she's thick. Oh, yeah. But that short, thick causes you damn problems. You might need to switch gears.
I'm gonna come from this perspective, and I'm gonna keep your analogy. When you look back on Family Matters, it showed a terrible depiction of boy likes girl. Urkel, who was a genius, damn near worshiped the ground Laura walked on. And she kept treating him, he's corny, he's boring, ill. She kept chasing the captain of the football, all the alleged cool kids, Some tried to lasso to hit it or tried to take it, and Urkel right here to save her dumbass. And then you give him old girl who passed away, Myra, bad as hell, loved him for him. And this stupid ass didn't understand she's badder than her and she liked me for me as is. I'ma rock with that. Nope. I'ma keep chasing this girl that don't rock with me. She looking for the fame. So you had, whether it be a Kevin Samuels or people start listening to their uncles or grandpa or just some mentors start saying, bro, don't be the fallback plan. Well, what you mean? You're Urkel. You cool as is, but she don't want you. She wants Stefan. Let her go keep finding her Stefan. You go find a girl still like you for you. And more dudes have started doing that. Then they started realizing, well, I got a passport, or I don't mind be like Captain Kirk, I date purple, orange, and green. And the backup plan that a good percentage of my black sisters looked at those same corny dudes. Well, after I get tired of running the streets with all the thugs, I'm going to settle down with Leroy. Because he's going to be right there in my back pocket waiting. He ain't there no more. That's why, in my opinion, all these females are losing their fucking mind. I'm going to go wild out with the thug boy. He can take me to pound, all that garbage. If I have a kid or two, whatever, Leroy going to be the good stepdaddy to fill in and save the day. Leroy got out of that seat, started looking around at the girl, say, oh, you own a library? That's dope as hell. What made you do it? Let's go get some coffee. And they're rocking with them. So when the girls start coming back to them to their imaginary chair where they had these dudes waiting, friend zoned or whatever, hey, where they go? Oh, he over there with her. And married, chilling. Hey, what about, I'm good. I gave you an opportunity. You said I wasn't what you wanted, so respect. You got it. I'll go over here. That's why they are losing their fucking mind. They backup plans are not in that chair waiting on them, in my opinion. All these single things they're having, no guys are showing up, and the women are talking about it crashing out. Because y'all sat up here and you want to keep chasing the thug boy because he's a sighting. And all these decent dudes making 50 to 100,000 who are brokies and all that dumb shit, they found someone that will rock with them mostly. Or they doing some me time. I need to figure me out, find my purpose. I'm good on dating. Even when you see videos, they go out to eat, girls try and get their attention. Now, it wasn't cool early 2000 to take yourself out. Now dudes realize, shit, I only just spent $30 on myself for the night. I'm good. I'll go home. And that's the problem. A lot of guys are waking up to, if she don't rock with you, cool. Go find someone that will. And don't have this, and I've heard some women tell me this, a black woman can walk and chew gum at the same fucking time when she's in college. You can meet a dude you might want to marry while you're there, building your career. But some seem to have this misguided idea, well, he need to be Captain America already. Why he can't be Steve Rogers? No, he can't have all that together. I meet him at the finish line. So when he getting it out the mud, you can't get him a sandwich? You can't get a towel, wipe his head, give him some water? Them other females will, don't matter what color. And they going to appreciate that loyalty. So when they do come up, she right there. You ain't going to be going live on whatever social media. I'm with Leroy. You know, he just got that $2 billion research deal with the government because he been working on this corny science shit you done said about this dude all the time. But you want to floss with him when he get there? Oh, girl was there. I did on ChatGPT. That math wrong. You need to fix that. Where were you? So keep chasing your thug boy. Have fun and all the drama that brings, because that's exciting. A decent dude is corny. I don't think Dr. King X could get a girl in this world today because they would be corny. Go ahead, have at it. And sadly, I'm seeing a lot of dudes don't give a fuck. Like, yo, why you crashing out? For what? What's your problem? You have what you want. You want all the thug boys, bad boys, have at it. I go rock with whoever, wherever that like me for me. Overplayed the hand, in my opinion. Your thoughts, wrong.
So I like where you're going with that.
Some guys do too.
I too say that when we look back at Family Matters TV show, the character and role of Steve Urkel, he was literally infatuated with Laura, like you said, worshiping the ground she walked on. And that, I think that gives a good depiction of what people need to look at today in the sense of what not to do. Because sometimes you can invest way too much time, way too many. Look at how many years it took before Myra came along for him to recognize a Myra. All of them years, Laura,
this dumbass
and get hurt time and time again. I used to feel so bad for his character because I'm looking like, man, he can't keep losing like this. At some point,
I hated the ending, dog.
Yeah, I'm like, at some point,
Laura, take her.
Yeah, y'all got to figure this thing out. And so I feel like that's where we are right now. You got men out here chasing the wrong woman who's clearly not into you. She's already told you you'll always be a friend to me. You and I'll never be an item. But you're not taking that no for a no. You're thinking, we talk about that persistency. It's cool to be persistent, but be persistent for the right one. When you're putting that type of energy into the wrong one, you can end up spending, in today's time, at least a lot of times it wasn't a significant amount of money that Steve was losing. It was more heartache and heartbreak. But in today's time, it would be a lot of money loss. Imagine how many times he would be going over top for Valentine's Day, her birthday, Christmas.
God, he built a time machine to make himself somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he trying to have an alter ego just to win her over type thing. So yeah, I would say for the ladies too, sometimes you can get caught up in chasing the guy that doesn't want you. He's showing you in his actions. He's showing you in everything that he's doing. He's ignoring your calls. He's, put you on red in the sense of not responding to you, not responding to your texts, not responding to your DMs, not responding to your phone calls, pretty much almost blocking you. And same for the dudes. You just got to, that's what I mean by the level of discernment. Pay attention to the writing on the wall. Sometimes the writing on the wall is clear as day. To leave that situation and pivot. And that pivot needs to be focused strictly on you. Put all of that energy and everything into you, that hurt, that pain, so that you can come out of this thing better. Don't go, postal on anybody. Don't go off on the individual. Just walk away. Walk away so you could be a better version of you. So sometimes it may take a couple of years. Sometimes it may be a couple of months. But invest in you so you could be a better version of you in those situations, because it's hard out here today in the dating world. And the last thing you need to be doing, young man, young woman, is to add more stress to your plate, more drama to your plate. When I wake up in the morning outside of thanking God for things and eating breakfast with my family, I definitely don't want any drama. I enjoy my peace at this point. And it's a lot better when you enjoying your peace than waking up to drama and dealing with stuff that you don't need to deal with. So I would just say, man, it's we're in 2026. Wise up. If you're going to date, do some things differently. I feel like if you know that you have a type, pray about that. Try to shift gears on, going for everybody that has to be over 6 foot when you know you only 5'1". Come on now. Let's give. I can see the young ladies. I can see the young lady saying that's 5'10" without heels.
6 figures. Your ass ain't even 6 figures.
Yeah. All that other is like, come on now. Let's scale back. Let's scale back on some of these crazy things
and
that
fellas,
don't matter.
You're gonna learn. Free game. The thing that attracts these women to these so-called bad boys, they treat them like shit, and for some reason it gets their competitive juices going that, I could change them. So if you leaving this person alone and moving forward, and now she all into you, keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's the catnip to some of these females. And any female watching this, I'm not lying on y'all. Because they talk to y'all all kind of crazy, disrespectful, and y'all love that shit. This is factual. You have people make videos. I like how they talk. That's so masculine. You sound like a damn fool. He calling you out your name, treating you like anything but a child of God. And you going to act like wifey for that type of treatment. But the dude respectful to you, he can pay my bills, but I ain't going to give him none.
Mm-hmm.
That don't sound like wisdom. That just sounds very immature. But it's catnip, fellas. Don't do it. Keep walking. She needs to be mentally mature and understands I like you for you. When you start changing who you are to try to fit the mold for the girl or for the guy, you lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't like you for you, the great Bernie Mac said in the House Party 3, fuck them. Keep going. You are cool as is. And you need to slap yourself if you can't look in the mirror and say that I'm cool as is. If don't nobody like me for me, they can keep it pushing. Because you only got you at the end of the day. You don't need to try to be no thug if you ain't no thug. You don't need to be no little dirty slut girl if that's not you. Be you. And if they like you, they should like you for you. Now, if y'all want to role play and all that, that's relationship stuff. But you should be you, and that's enough and don't want to get to know more.
Mm-hmm.
Because all these so-called rappers are nerds front like they gangsters. Because that's what Pac said, it rap for the females. And they will come. So if they want a bad boy, a lot of these fake dudes is front like they gangster, tatted up, and just as nerdy as hell because you are making music. You have a brain to take all them 24 major minor scales and make something out of it. You ain't an idiot. But you're dressed like one because, he look cool. And that guy be a lot of work to put that Captain Thug guy on for old girl. When you really ain't that dude, but you gotta get in character because that's what got her. Or the same with the female. I gotta be that thug girl for him. Ain't you tired? That's like working 3 jobs. You in school, you got your regular job, and you got this job pretending to be this person. That's a lot of mental work. Just saying. Yep. Be you. And now to I Captain Save 'em story. Cause there's always one out here. It's old E40 song, Captain Save Ho, early 90s. Dude jumping the phone like Superman. I hear saving him. This dude makes a video, which I'm like, you lost in the sauce that you didn't make this damn video. That he flew a girl out, spent $5,000. Most likely they talked about doing stuff. And most likely she said she was down for the cause. And she get there and switch up on him. Now, instead of doing the sensible thing, okay, Let's take you back to the airport. Let's get your return ticket. I'll take the L. Have a nice flight. He makes a video. Now I'm starting to see pop up everywhere now. Am I wrong? Like, dude, don't do that. I'm like, you gonna let the whole world know you done wasted $5,000 so far on this female. It's females in your state, my brother. It really is. Why are you on Instagram trying to fly somebody out? That they can change their mind. They can say, yeah, I'm down for this, that, yep. And I ain't feeling that now. Duh. And it's always this one don't die. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all cats? Why you keep flying somebody out? There's women in your state. You can't find one single female in your state that want to rock with you.
Jeff,
$5,000 ain't cheap money, man. Flying somebody out.
You know what it is, man. We coming up with a different generation from the Gen Xers, millennials, and what's happening is they're in that, like I said, social media is messing up everything. So there was a time when we were in school, you seen what you seen on TV, you seen what you seen on the movies, the Holly Berrys, the Jada Pickett's, Gabrielle Unions, Lisa Ray's, people like that. But once we went to the MySpaces, the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the TikToks, we went from all of that stuff to where we are right now. And the thing is, you're seeing some of the most beautiful men and women, men for the ladies, women for the men around the world. And we living in a time where everything, for the most part, is transactional. Damn. So, unfortunately, some of these young men are sliding in those DMs and they starting out right out the gate, transactional. Hey, what I need to do, fly you out here. I live in Kentucky. I live in Florida. I live in Virginia. What I need to do. Not realizing, like you just said, remember I just said earlier, you got to shift gears from who you want, because you got to type. You going after this when it's somebody right 15, 20 minutes up the road from you that you don't even need to spend that kind of money on to have a good time with that person. And they'll love everything about you. But no, because of instant gratification, we got to go ahead and fulfill, I got to have this baddie. I got to do this. I got to do this. But there's a price to pay. You know, they always say the grass may be greener on the other side, but the water bill may be higher. So there's a price to pay when you go out here and you go and get the baddie. Not all baddies is money hungry. Not all baddies is going to, treat you like that. But what I'm saying, young man, is you can't tell me wherever you live that there's not a young lady in your same state that even if you pay Uber from Uber Lyft to get that person from where they are, since we're gonna just use Michigan, for instance. If the young lady lives in Flint, Grand Rapids, 2-hour drive from Detroit, hour and a half if you speed, and you say, hey, I gotta have it, I gotta see you, boom, 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 you would come out cheaper getting a young lady that's in your state. But let's talk about the thing that nobody's addressing. Just because you fly the young lady out doesn't mean she can't shift gears. Keep in mind, this is somebody you didn't go to high school with or college. She has no history with you. So when she gets to that room, if there's any sense of uneasiness, all the women I've ever known, any sense of uneasiness, they're not doing anything. They're gonna be like, no, I'm good. I'm saying I'm totally good. And
she could have been using them from jump.
Yeah, she could. She it was transactional, bro. You got to know what you getting yourself into, man. And I understand being pissed and you posting it on social media, but bro, you got what you signed up for, man. And
that makes it worse.
You got to be, saying like, I'm not here to promote, prostitution and things like that. But you would be better off doing that than to be going on here trying to pay for this, because at the end of the day, they know what their job is. You know what you're paying for. You keep it moving. But when you up here sending thousands and thousands of dollars and spending thousands of dollars for the flights and switching the flights, come on, bro. You looking stupid out here.
Your voice. They know who you is. Like that's Ray Ray. He GA classified. It means this is not for the whole world to know about. Y'all generation, they need to understand GA classified. I don't need to make a video of this girl. We had a deal. We're going to fly her out. We're going to do the thing, and she reneging. And I'm going to make a video to shame her. You shaming yourself, too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fall in the Camp Save a whole category? Like, oh, you out here saving them like that? And you ain't even getting nothing out of it. Another soldier gone.
Yeah. What we used to say back in the day? These kids today. Be careful out here, fellas.
Got to be more careful. Stop filming everything. Shit. Damn. Man, like, come on, bro. That's what we doing.
It's crazy.
What you doing for health?
Health right now, I just want to say for everybody, as we're approaching April, second quarter of the year, weather has started to turn. We're going to see the seasons changing, getting ready for spring, or today the first day of spring?
Yesterday was.
Yesterday, okay. So, we're getting ready to see weather starting to turn at some point going into April. I would say make sure we stay hydrated, because you don't want to get to a situation. I'm seeing and hearing a lot of dehydration cases. And it's because the weather is changing. And some people may not know it, but when watermelon gets in season, that's a great way to hydrate the body. Those who drink coconut water or aloe vera water, that hydrates the body naturally. So I would say definitely stay on top of the water game. I was looking at something the other day. It says when we was coming up, they used to say 8 to 10 glasses, but now what they're recommending, however much you weigh, you're supposed to do half of that in ounces. So today we're just gonna keep something simple. Person weighs 150. You're supposed to drink 75 ounces of water each day. Some people may say, hey, that's too much. That's more than a gallon. But trust me, if you're going to the restroom and your color is not like this water bottle, you need to drink some more water. You want it to be as clear as possible. No orange, no dark orange. You definitely don't want it to be brown or red and all those different things. But stay hydrated. That's what I want to say today. Just drink more water, stay hydrated as we approach this spring season, because weather's going to change and you're going to be moving and grooving. We don't want people passing out, being hospitalized for no reason.
You're right. I took a picture recently of that color of your urine showing.
Like the urine chart.
I never knew that was a thing. Like, I need this. And the clearer it is, you're hydrated. You start seeing yellow, dark. You dehydrated as hell, don't even know it. That's a good one. Health for me, had a doctor's appointment this week. other than I'm having to ate something I shouldn't ate that gave me a slight situation. I gained a few pounds. I was at 312. I'm at 320. But A1, well, my blood pressure, sugar, normal. So I'm working on getting back. I want to get to 290 by the end of the month, at least close to it. About August 224. So that's still doing all the meal prepping, lemon water with ice. Body feeling better where I could get back to doing about 4 workouts a day. And staying focused. I was out earlier and I went to get some gas, and man. Now, I've been to that gas station out there in Oak Park. They didn't have a crispy, crunchy spot in there. That's new. I'm like, we get some gas out of here. And man, Rome, that chicken was talking like, oh, the fried chicken. Now I heard Coach Sons over the pop, the chips, the fries. Hey, get your gas, get the hell out of here, boy. We ain't getting no fried chicken, we ain't getting nothing. Gonna keep walking. But this show felt good. I'm like, damn. I ain't had no junk like that in a long time. Nope, it's not about it. Willpower, folks. You can do it. Because I want some chili fry. I ain't going to get it. Ain't going to do it. Ain't worth it. Do the things to stay here and do what you need to do instead of you in the hospital like, yeah, well, might need to take legs of this and that because you just been doing too much. Don't be that person. Don't do that to yourself. Well, hope everybody enjoys this episode. I know we had a little hiatus for a hot minute. Stuff happens. Next week will be a fun episode.
Yeah, we have something fun next week. Fun.
We need to just address, just too much going on. Stop playing people out. That's how they do it in jail. That is a crime. People forget that. Well, y'all check us out next week. It's gonna be fun. Guaranteed make you something to laugh about. Till next time,
yes,
everybody.
Sir. Hey, y'all be safe. Have a good night.
Thanks for tuning in to the latest episode. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to purchase my latest products, my books and music, go to Amazon.com. I have new merchandise on the way. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE Network. Thanks for coming. Mm-hmm.